my name is Maria Fernandez and I am a creative community herbalist, and I would like to share with you my recipe for dill weed salmon soup. It's delicious, so stay tuned if you want to learn. You are gonna need some fresh Sockeye salmon, not the fresh farm one. I preferred my salmon to be wild and my fish to be wild, not farm raised. And I'm gonna cut, I already rinsed it and I'm gonna cut it. This is my favorite pan. My mother-in-law gave it to me and I love it because I get to put the salmon on top of here. And normally what I do is I add some filtered water, and I put enough water to make it to the top of the grill. This is about 2 cups of water. And then I place the salmon, as you see me doing. I like to put broccolis or potatoes on the side. This is gonna be a soup, so therefore I'm not. But usually you could put some, you could steam some broccolis or some other vegetables around the fish. I love cooking with fresh ingredients. I love cooking with lemon, and so I take 1 lemon and I'm going to squeeze the lemon in here. Now that I have squeezed the lemon, I'm going to pour the lemon juice to my salmon, and I spread it evenly among the pieces. Then I grab some sea salt, and I'm very generous with the sea salt. I can't tell you if it's a teaspoon, but as you can see, look at the coating. It's cooked by hand, and that looks good. That feels good to me. And then dill weed. I like using fresh dill weed, but it's not. I don't have any on hand, so dried dill weed will do. And I place it very evenly into the salmon. As you can see, yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with the amount of dill weed this has. Yum. I have some grass-fed pasture-raised butter, and it's local. Always make sure that your butter is of really good quality, especially grass-fed and organic or local. Those are your best options. Butter is good fat. I know that a lot of people think it's bad. However, it is really good to have good quality butter, good quality fat. And I cut slices because I'm going to place the butter on top of my salmon pieces, because that's kind of like my secret ingredient. Butter makes everything taste very tasty and yummy. And this is what it looks like, and I'm gonna cover and put it to cook for 20 minutes. So I'm gonna cook this on medium heat for about 20 minutes. That's medium heat, and it's sitting there. I'm going to show you the next step of this amazing soup. Let's take a peek. Hello there. This here is my fish broth that I collected from my previous salmon making. It has all the drips from the lemon, the butter, and the actual salmon fatty omega-3. Yum, yum, yum. So this is part of the fish broth that I'm going to be using in my soup. I want to give a shout out to this brand, OXO, for the best peeler in the world. This is literally the best investment, my favorite kitchen appliance. It makes peeling. I peel a lot of potatoes and sweet potatoes and apples, and look at how fast and easy it is. This is like about $7 or $8. Don't waste your time buying the $1, $2. Spend that extra $6. This is worth it, and I have had this for over 11 years and it's still super sharp. Best investment kitchen tool. So I already peeled 3 potatoes, I rinsed 2 carrots and 3 celeries and cut some cilantro. If you can, always try to buy these in organic orange. I mean, I'm looking at the colors, so it's orange, carrots. And there's other ingredients that I add to the soup, like Kelp, wild Atlantic Kombu. This is when you get to have your sea vegetable, which is so important for your thyroid health. And Kelp helps remove radiation from your body. Super important that you eat seaweed. I also love adding bay leaves, and I buy bay leaves in bulk from Frontier, and then I put them in a glass jar, and it's way cheaper this way. I pay like, I don't know, 10 bucks for a pound versus $4 each time, but these are bay leaves and I use 4. Super delicious. I also will be adding about a spoon of Astragalus root powder to protect my immune system and help our immune system get really supported. I also forgot to mention that I love putting organic coconut milk into my soup. This right here makes the soup out of this world. This is very important. So use 1 whole red onion, and I just cut it like this, the long way, because it's easier to take away from the soup if it's in round shape versus dice. So the ingredients, purple onion, celery, carrots, potatoes, and some cilantro. And let's look at the fish real quick. See how it's looking already? Oh, it's looking yummy. It has another 5 minutes. So I turn on my pan and I have some butter because I am gonna saute. As you can see, butter is one of my favorite ingredients in here. It's very hearty and fatty. And I just grab the onions and literally put them in there. And you can move it around. And when you hear the word saute, saute is just basically cooking the onion in butter so it could be translucent, letting, cooking it a little bit. It has like a fragrant smell. It's absolutely delicious. I also like to saute some of the celery at the same time. I wish you could smell this. They need to make a video where you can smell things. Good aromas, not bad ones. It would enhance our viewing. Have smell come to the video. Be amazing. Now I'm gonna throw the fish broth to cook with. already pre-cut. So most of the part of this is pre-cutting, right? That's the hardest part. But once everything is set in, it just sits there for about 30 to 40 minutes and your soup is made. So this is the hardest part, cutting everything. Especially if you're gonna make a fresh soup. I add 4 bay leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the coconut milk. Yum! Delicioso. And I stir. Stir. I'm gonna add the seaweed. I'm gonna do 3. And the seaweed cooks and it becomes really soft. This one is pretty big, so I'm gonna cut into, yeah, there. That's how I get some of my seaweed plant kingdom into my diet, daily diet. I have the Astragalus root, and I'm gonna add about a spoon. It has a root flavor. It doesn't really have much of a flavor. There is the Astragalus root powder, which is adaptogenic. It's a fabulous, fabulous plant to work with. The Asian community uses it a lot, and it's an immune stimulant. Protects you against colds and flus. So, Astragalus root is a good herbal ally to have in your house. Especially the root powder, you could add it to your yogurt, smoothies. There's many ways that you could put this into your daily diet. So right now, what you're seeing is all my ingredients all in one pan. And you stir it. And I add that. If you can, cook with filter water. Best investment is a Berkey. Best investment. And when cooking, wooden spoons are better because they don't have the plastic off-gassing and melting with when you're cooking with high heat, and you don't scratch your pan. So those are some tips that I have learned as I've been cooking for quite a while now. So that's the base, and that's gonna heat up, and this already cooked, and I'm gonna save this juice for my next fish soup. I'm gonna collect the drippings, and what I'm gonna do is I am gonna save some of the salmon, because sometimes when you put the salmon in the soup, it gets crumbled. So I want some pieces that are fully not crumbled, because I want to be able to eat it. And so I add 2 pieces. And then this would be added afterwards by the person if they want to in the soup, because I'm also going to make this with some white rice. And so here we have the amazing soup. Mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms. I add this to my soup. Yum! Shiitake mushrooms, so delicious. You know, you could actually probably make this soup without the salmon. If you are a vegan or a vegetarian, you probably substitute the butter with oil. So yeah, you could just, you don't even have to have the fish broth. You could have the coconut milk still, instead of butter, oil, and instead of fish, just the shiitake would add sort of like a texture to your soup. But this is amazing. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that you add a little bit of salt to your liking, and the fish already has salt, the seaweed has salt and the fish broth has salt. And so you stir it one more time and then you let it sit for 30 to 40 minutes. Mostly you want to make sure your potato is nice and soft. And there you have it. That is my special from the heart dill weed salmon soup. It is absolutely magnifique. I will show you the soup, what it looks like once it's done. But as of now, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this recipe with cooking with spices from your house. So this is another way that you could use plant medicine into your life by eating with them, by cooking with them. So not only do you make medicines with tinctures or oils or vinegars, you can also cook with them by seasoning your meats, fish, soups, beans. And so I'm glad to show you in this video Astragalus, Dill Weed, and you saw bay leaf, and then you saw celery and carrots. And so these are all plant and onions, right? All really good nourishing plant medicine that really nourishes our bodies from head to toe. I hope you like this video. Please like, subscribe, share. Any comments and questions, let me know.